As you can see, we have data and target data, pre-processed data, transformed data, patterns, models, and knowledge. So first of all, we have the selection, and the selection will be uh, get some target data, like it will be divided into some parts. Then we have the pre-processing step. The pre-processing step is making the data set clear to be able to work on and to get some good results from it. Then the transformation, we apply some models and algorithms on it to get the patterns. And when we have the patterns available, that the data mining process have finished. Then using the patterns, we can have the knowledge. How data mining works. Need a clear understanding of data in order to be able to use the information effectively. To do this, classify data into these groups. We have classes, we have clusters, and we have associations and sequential patterns. Classes are groups where the data shares characteristics. For example, a class for company like Netflix would be customers who all watched a certain movie. Like when there is a movie, everyone that have watched that movie can be all grouped into one class and named a class. Clusters are very similar to classes but with additional attributes. For example, logical relationships and consumer preferences. Example, product recommendations. People who bought this product also bought another product. Like it's like a relation between some different stuff. In terms of business, this can be the most helpful, effective way to classify data. Associations takes clustering even further. Use data to find relationships and patterns that would often go unnoticed. For example, finding a connection between buying two unrelated products. Associations can help business in identify these patterns, and they can tailor deals or promotions to take advantage of their consumers' buying habits. Class Sequential patterns. Sequential patterns use past data to form a predictive model. Produce projected trends of what the data shows a consumer will be. For example, Target could predict a consumer will buy diapers if they have purchased baby clothes and purchasing in the past. Data mine's major elements extract, transform, and load transaction data onto the data warehouse system, and second, store and manage the data in multi-dimensional database system. Third, analyze the the data by application software, and the fourth, present the data in useful format such as graph or table or for display the visualizations. Methods of analysis. Artificial neural network, nonlinear predictive model that resemble biological neural network in structure. And we have genetic algorithms, optimization techniques that use genetic combination, mutation, and natural selection based on the concepts of natural evolutions. And we have rule induction, the extraction of useful if then rules from data based on statistical significance. Methods of analysis. We have several methods, as we said. Decision tree, tree-shaped structures that represent sets of decisions. These decisions generate rules for the classification of a data set. Classification and regression trees, CART, chi-square automatic introduction detection, CHAID. This is the name of it. Car segments a dataset by creating two-way splits, while uh, shade segments using chi-square tests to create multi-way splits. These are both two examples. And we have nearest neighbor method, a technique that classifies each record in a dataset based on a combination of the classes of the k records most similar to it in a historical dataset where k equals 1. So this algorithm, this model, uses a near data, a neighbor data, to predict or to determine what is the value, and it works on the constant number. It can be any number. You can give it, for example, 3 neighbors, determine and predict this value on 3 nearest neighbors, or 4 nearest neighbors. It depends on the way that you want to use, but this is the idea of it. Data visualization. The visualize interruption of complex relationships in multidimensional data. Use graphics tools and illustrate data relations. How data mining applied? Data mining is accomplished through modeling. Modeling is the fact of building a model that applies to one situation and then applying it to another situation where you don't have a model. Use these models to predict patterns. Data mining and marketing. Advanced